In this video, we're going to continue with one-step operations, but this time with multiplication and division. It's going to work the same way as the last video with the addition and subtraction. You're still going to split the equation into two sides. So this side, 3 times v, is going to equal this side, 117. Okay. So if I want to do the opposite operation to get v by itself, instead of multiplying by 3, I'm going to divide by 3. And I can show that with a little division line like that. 3 divided by 3 would be 1, and 1 times v is just 1, so it cancels itself out. I'm left with just v on the left side, and then 117 divided by 3, which gives me 39. Okay, I'm going to plug 39 back in here just to make sure that 3 times 39 does in fact give me 117. I'm going to plug it into my calculator, and it does. That is a true statement. It checks out. So v equals 39. I'd love for you guys to pause the video at this point and see if you can solve this next problem for x. Do it the same way we just talked about it, where we split the equation into two, do the opposite operation to figure out what x is. And then you can unpause the video when you have the answer. So I would split the equation. Okay, x divided by 16, the opposite would be multiplying by 16. Okay, dividing 16 and multiplying 16 would cancel out. I'd be left with just x equals, and I would do 15 times 16, which gives me 240. And when I plug it back in over here, I check my calculator, and it does in fact give me 15 equals 15, which is a true statement. Again, I would love for you to stop the video and either use paper and pencil or your whiteboard to try to solve this problem as well. Remember that this little fraction line is the same symbol for division. Go ahead and give it a try and unpause it when you're done. Okay, to solve it, you would draw your line down. I would make a suggestion to write it out with a division sign. M divided by 2.5 equals 14.25. And I would do that just because then it gives me space underneath to do the opposite operation. So I'm multiplying by 2 and 5/10. That cancels those out. I bring down my m, so my m is by itself, and m equals 35 and 625 thousandths. It's a big one on that one. That's almost when I would probably come over here and double check. And I would take that and I'd divide it by 2 and 5/10 in my calculator, and I would get 14 and 25 hundredths. It does check out. Here's a fun challenge slide that you can pause the video and see if you can find the mistake in each of there's two separate problems. So this first one, someone was trying to solve p minus 21 equals 34. See if you can find the mistake in that problem and what it would actually be, and then go on to the second one. Unpause it when you're done and I will show you the answer. So for the first one, p minus 21 equals 34. The opposite operation would be adding 21 to both sides. But when I come down to this next one, they did p minus 21, and then they subtracted 21 from both sides instead of adding. So the mistake would have been right in here. They should have added 21 to both sides, and then the answer would have been 55. On the second one, it says q plus 18 equals 22. So I should be subtracting 18 from both sides. So in this first section, they did q plus 18, and then they subtracted 18. So this part is correct, actually, right? That's the part that would cancel each other out. So that's not a mistake. They did a great job, right? But I should be subtracting 18 from both sides. But over here, they added 18. This should have been a minus 18, and that would have given you 4. So that was how to solve that.